This is a 2017 68-foot Prestige, and these are always really interesting in terms of the layout. So I'm going to take you inside first of all and show you that. We're on the platform at the minute, the bathing platform. This is a high-low platform, so this will sink into the water. You can float your tender onto here, lift it up, and that's where your tender lives. And what's nice is as it drops in, these turn into steps as it goes down, steps down into the water, which is rather lovely. Let's head up this way first of all. We're taking this cockpit. That's a really good size, and I think I'm right in saying there's a blind, yes, just here, that will come down these tracks. So if you're stern to berthed, you've got a bit of privacy from the quay, so that's a nice feature. Nice seating area there. We've got TV in this one as well for the cockpit. But come and check out this interior. These are always very interestingly laid out, and this is no exception. So we'll close that one up. First thing that greets us is the galley. That's back here on the port side. You've got the little island there as well. Fridge, freezer, dishwasher lives in here, like so. Cooking, obviously, sinks and so forth. And you've got this nice little snug area here, really, just inside the door. It's a great place to sit because you've got the view straight out across the back of the boat, but you're inside, obviously, in the air-conditioned area or heated area, depending on when you're using the boat. And then if we head forward again, we've got this really nice big saloon area. Now the table will unfold, so you can make that much larger for dining or keep it folded up as it is now. As a coffee table, you can adjust the height of it as well to suit yourself. And there are two entrances. There's one entrance down here and there's another entrance up there, both to the lower deck. We're going to look down at both of those, and I think we will start with this one. This is the guest accommodation. So if we come down here, we will discover this passageway, and there are two cabins, both twins, like this. So this one here, you've got plenty of storage about the place. So hanging rail there. This is storage around here. They like their cushions on this one, don't they? Wow. But yeah, nice cabin, good headroom, plenty of space, and that is mirrored, if we go a little bit further, by this one. Very, very similar. Adult-sized beds, but of course brilliant for kids as well. Very nice indeed. And these share the day heads. So this is where the day heads lives, and behind here. And at night, both of these cabins would use this fellow. So the toilet, the sink, and the shower. But there's more to this area than just that, because if we spin on round and head this way, there's another doorway. And if you look in here, you might be quite surprised to find it's full of this. How cool is that? That is a really nice sized cabin. And in fact, if you came across this one first, you'd assume that this was the owner's cabin, but it isn't, because there's another one further forward. But certainly a very, very good VIP. We've got a little dressing area around here. There's a seat that pulls out. That lifts up with a mirror on it. Hanging lockers, obviously, about the place like this. A few more cushions, just in case you're running short. AV equipment in here, and then the ensuite to this one lives over here. Do not sit here. You'd struggle, wouldn't you? Loo is in here, the sink, and a rather nice shower. So that, as I say, is a fairly comprehensive lower deck accommodation, but it's not the only lower deck accommodation. Let's head forward and I'll show you some more. So we'll back up these stairs. This is the switch panel for the boat. So engine batteries, genset batteries, house batteries, all that kind of stuff, easy to reach. That's right there. Now we'll come right on round. That's a nice place to come up to, isn't it? Helm positions up here. There's also a door out onto the outside, and that's your lower helm. So there's a drop seat there. You can either lean against that or drop that down to make seating. And you've got your Raymarine screens, 3 of them across here. IPS controller on this one, throttle controls, of course, the autopilot is there. I'll edit that out later. And that one is the lid for that fellow. Retractable TV, that lives here. And then this is the other staircase that I was talking about. So if we come around here, and head on down. This then is, in fact, the owner's cabin. Look at that. That is pretty palatial, isn't it? And it's nice because it has its own separate entrance. You do feel like this is a nice private spot in the boat, which, let's face it, if you paid for it, you deserve it. These are blinds. Because we are under the foredeck here, I can figure out how to open these. There we go. I think they might actually be powered, so I won't fiddle around with them too much. But yeah, basically there's glass panels in behind there. And so that gives you plenty of natural light if you want it, or you can close it off as we have it now. Storage all the way around the outside. We've got a nice little dressing table up here, great place to work as well. Put your laptop on there and away you go. And then up here is a rather nice walk-in wardrobe with a fairly hefty pair of binoculars. Brilliant. Ensuite, of course, that's in here. So you've got your loo, you've got your sink, you've got your mirror, you've got your wave, and you've got your shower. Brilliant. Let's come back out of here. Love this little shalong in here as well. Right next to the window. You can sit there, you've got your view out, read a book, tuck yourself away. Impressive, huh? Okay, that is, that's a combination of let's and that. That is the interior. Let's go and have a look around the outside. That is impressive, isn't it? These are all speakers up here. These little white fellows dotted around the place. That is a surround sound speaker system by Bose. Very nice. Okay, we'll wander back. We will take a turn around the decks. We'll have a look at the flybridge, and then we'll go and take in the crew cabin and the engine space. Over here is a stern docking station. So we have bow thruster control and the IPS joystick to control the engines. We've got boarding gates on the side for if you're alongside a dock, and then this will take us forward. That's the side door that I mentioned, just behind the helm. It's very useful, just for ventilation or as a way of getting out of here without going right to the back and then forward. And then sun pads on the front, and there's a nice little seat up here too, and more speakers. Somebody likes their music. Fantastic. That's how she looks from here. Let's go and take in that flybridge, and then I will show you the engine space. There we go. We have video of this fine ship here and the one next to it, so they are either on the channel or coming. We're having a good day with Dennis and Yachts today, doing a lot of videoing at the Miami Yacht Show. Like this rail that they put in here. That's very helpful when you're walking around, although it's actually pretty deep here. You do feel very secure as you come down the side of the boat. These stairs will take us up to the flybridge. And we have seating here, the bar. Not quite sure what's going on. Oh, TV is underneath there. That's just protecting it. I wonder why there was like a seat hanging in the air. But no, that's just designed to match, but it's a couple for the television. Seating back here, so a great dining spot. And if you come on round, you can sense the size of this. Hardtop on this one, as you can see, there's an opening section in there. The bar area is over on this side. Sorry about the noise, that's planes buzzing around, pulling banners. So we go sink underneath there. Barbecue. Ice maker. And the fridge. And what they've done with this is this seat here, you can reverse the backrest like that. So if you want to sit facing backwards in the boat stationary, you're increasing the size of this. When you're underway, of course, you've got a really great helm seat and another one next to it. So a lot of people can sit here when the boat's underway. This would normally be an owner-operator boat. You wouldn't normally have crew with this, although you can do, because it does have a small crew cabin. But yeah, this for an owner operator is brilliant because everybody can be here together. You've got sunbeds up here as well. It's just a really nice spot when the boat's underway. The twin Raymarine screens again, the autopilot repeat is up here, steering, throttles, IPS, the usual drill. And that's the hard top with that opening section. So that is that. Let's wander back down and we'll find the engines for you. And I say, I'm pretty sure there's a crew space as well. Okay, so we're back down to the aft deck. We're going to open this one. And in we go. So what we've got here is, yeah, there we go. 2 single beds in there. Nice little cabin actually. Got a window in there as well, lighting obviously, storage, that kind of stuff in there. And across the passageway is the heads. And that has a shower that pulls out, it's like a wet room. Pulls out of there. What's great about this is it makes a brilliant day heads when people are in the water swimming. You know, this is a really popular zone on the back of the boat when it's stationary at your anchor. So people can pop in here for a shower, use the loo, whatever, without going up and through and into the cabin. Laundry facilities are here as well, and then this one will take us into the engine compartment. There we go. Now, I mentioned she's IPS drive. There's a pair of IPS 1200 engines in here. These are 900 horsepower each, and they're giving the boat about probably 30 knots flat out, but cruising in the mid-20s. Don't have the range figures on this one. I'm going to make a stab in the dark and say they're usually, for this sort of boat, about 250 miles at fast cruising speed, and probably triple that at displacement speeds, but as I say, I don't actually have the figures to hand, so check if you need to be certain. But you ought to be in that sort of order. We've got generator down here as well. We've also got a Seakeeper stabilisation unit in the centre, so that's a nice thing to have. These are fuel tanks outboard, fuel filters, all that kind of stuff, all tucked away in there. And that ladder there is directly up into the cockpit, so you don't need to come down to the bathing platform to get into here. You can drop down from the cockpit straight in, or of course it's another route out. Fantastic. There we go. Okay, let's come back out of here, because I think we've done that one justice. Close that behind me. There we are. Come out of here. We'll lift that one closed, and I will finish up on the aft deck by saying massive thanks to Dennis and Yacht. So you got this one listed for sale. I'll put a link to those guys in the description. Huge thanks as ever to you all for watching. Let me know what you think of that one, and we'll catch you on another one of these real soon. Take care. Bye bye.